Hello, I'm Nightmaaron, and welcome back to the test, final revelation. So, I don't know what we're getting ourselves into, but I've turned it down once and it's still pretty loud. Oh, silence. Oh, it's back. I hope you guys are enjoying this series, this trilogy so far. So let's just get right into it here. What are we waiting for? I gotta turn that down again. Oh my God. Before experiencing the test final revelation, it's highly recommended that you've played its prequels. The test hypothesis rising first before venturing into this experience. You will stand to gain a lot more from this experience if you've played the first two titles. And this examination will also make a bit more sense as it carries on from where the last examinations left off. I would like to urge you to go and play the test followed by the test hypothesis rising now before venturing forward, and follow the instructions listed throughout the games, as you will certainly get a bigger benefit overall by taking the test in order they were meant to be taken in. We've done all that. No. Because we've already done it. Well, then, let us continue. Please make sure that you answer each question with the utmost honesty and that you take your time to answer the questions presented. Even answering one question improperly may drastically change your outcome. You cannot go back to answer questions you've misanswered, so be sure to take your time. This is of the utmost importance. Lovely music. When the sun comes crashing down and the heroes fade away, when darkness is all around and there is no light of day, I will come back for you so that you never feel alone. My spirit will push through, your heart will forever be my home. And when the world spirals into abyss, I will be standing there, your embrace so long I've missed. My soul, my love, I bear. And when every nerve has been left deadened and every ghost has left its shell, I will bring you back to your heaven as you've rescued me from my hell. I like that poem. I like it. I've been presently, fuck me dead. What is wrong with me? What do we got here? It's fate again. No matter what happens, I will always love you. Choice. Do you promise? With every ounce of my heart and each droplet of my soul, I swear to you, we are going to find a way out of here. It's kind of like, I think this game may have been made in like RPG Maker or something like that. The testing room. Ooh, it's somebody different this time. This is Destiny. I wasn't expecting you so soon. Though I knew that one day we would meet in this room. You see, closely I've been watching you. Studying every breath and every move. A few of my former colleagues you may have met, and a slew of questions you've answered without regret. I may be similar, but unlike them still. I'll make you swallow the truth like a bitter pill. This is Dr. fucking Seuss. I will peel the emotion from your soul. Oh God. And make you eat your feelings whole. What am I getting into? The questions I ask may be hard to answer, but I will cut the truth from you like a cancer. Both of us know why you're here. To open up and cast out fear. To be as honest as you can. To take angel's wing or devil's hand. And in the end, we both will know how to escape your undertow. Time is on your side, but mistakes are not. Misanswered questions lead you to misery wrought. Take time to think before you decide. Dig deep for the answers that live inside. You may not go back, you may not return. Once a decision is made, into your soul 'tis burned. But before we continue, just know this. Your dishonesty would be very remiss. If your answers lack the guidance of truth, then your final destination will be rather uncouth. So with that being said, I need your heart's honesty. You can run from yourself, but you can't run from me. Oh boy. Now, let the examination begin. Do you ever feel like you just aren't good enough? Yes, all the time. Do you ever feel like you've put more effort into friends or relationships than others put back into you? Yes. Do you ever feel like your life's going nowhere? Yes. Do you ever feel like you're trapped in limbo? Not really limbo. It's kind of similar to the last question. I feel like I've plateaued in life and like there's nothing better to gain per se. But I don't feel like I'm trapped in limbo, so I'm gonna say no. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by seemingly trivial tasks? Sometimes. Are you sometimes afraid of what your future may hold? Yeah, I think so. Do you believe that your friends always treat you the way you deserve to be treated? Well, no. Like, I have people that claim they're my friends, but I've heard them talk shit behind my back and stuff like that, so in the scenario in my head, that's kind of what I'm thinking that goes along with this question. So I'm gonna say no. Are you afraid of being the last person alive in your social circle? No. Are you afraid of the existence of an afterlife and what that might mean for you? No. Do you feel as though you're wanted in life? Yeah, I do feel that I'm wanted. Like, my mom wants me to be alive and okay, so my dad, my sisters, so yeah. I feel like I'm wanted in that aspect, yes. As in, like, a romantically aspect, no, not really, but... Do you ever feel like you just don't belong? Yes. Do you ever feel like a burden? I don't really feel like a burden, no. Because I really kind of stay to myself, so I don't really go out and bother people, so no. Have you ever felt left out? Yes. Have you ever felt like a failure? Yes. Have you ever felt like you weren't just you just weren't attractive enough? Yes, all the time. Have you ever worked yourself sick? Yes. Do you ever have racing thoughts at night that make it difficult for you to go to sleep all the time? Are you afraid to ask for help? No, not really. No, I'm not. Do you feel like people often criticize you? Not really. I don't think so. I don't ever feel criticized, so no. Do you ever feel judged by your friends or family? Yes. Do you ever wonder what your purpose is in life? Yes, I think we all do to some extent. If you could turn back time for any reason, would you? Yes. Would you say that you have many regrets in life? I have some. I wouldn't say many. Yeah, maybe I would. Because I've made some shitty choices. We all have in our life, so yeah, I would say I do. Does meeting people Are new people for the first time make you uncomfortable? Yes. Does looking out your window at night make you feel uneasy? No. Do you sometimes double check the doors are locked even though you are certain that you've already locked them? Yes. Do you ever feel like life is moving too slow? Absolutely not. It's moving too fast. Yes, I do. I answered my own question there, or his own, that. You know what I mean? Don't look at me. Do you feel uncomfortable when you're home alone? Not really. I have chihuahuas. Would you consider yourself to be a thoughtful person? Yes, I try to be. Very much so. I try. Would you consider yourself to be superficial? No. Do you judge others by the way they look or dress? No. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? No. I answered this in the last test. Have you ever been bullied by someone you cared about? Have I been bullied by somebody I cared about? Yes. Have you ever been a bully to someone you care about? No. Do you try to keep a low profile to avoid attention from others while in a crowded area? Yes, because I'm kind of an introvert, honestly. Even though I do like this YouTube and streaming and stuff, I kind of am an introvert for the most part, I think. Personally, I have always kind of just kept to myself, so yeah, I would say I try to keep a low profile. Do you actively try to avoid busy places? No, I don't. Would you sometimes rather be alone than surrounded by people you care about? No, not really. I don't think so, no. Does making phone calls make you feel uncomfortable? Well, I don't really like to talk on the phone, but it doesn't make me feel uncomfortable. So I'm gonna say no. Are you sometimes afraid to confront people even when they do something that bothers you? No, I am not afraid of doing that. Do you feel uncomfortable when committing to definitive plans for the future? Well, you can't always commit to definitive plans for the future. You can make plans and try to achieve those for your future, but in my personal opinion, you can't really, because you don't know what's going to happen in your life. So I wouldn't say that it makes me uncomfortable making definitive plans, but I don't feel that you can make definitive plans for the future just because you don't know what the future holds. But I'm going to say no because I don't feel uncomfortable making plans. Does that make sense? Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to stay motivated? Yes. Do you ever fear that you're failing those who care about you most? Yes. Does driving a vehicle give you anxiety? No, but it gives Addie anxiety when she rides with me in 7 Days to Die. Are you afraid of exploring new places by yourself? No, I love to travel. Have you ever carried an object around that made you feel more comfortable? Yes. If I told you that I could guess your name correctly right now, would you believe me? No, I wouldn't, because you would either read it from my computer's hard drive, like the database, or my Steam profile or something, so no. Well, based on the answers you've provided me so far, if I were to take a guess, I would say that your name starts with the letter M, doesn't it? No. You are wrong. That makes sense. Let's be real here. There's literally no way I'd be able to guess your name just by your answers. That would be ridiculous. Exactly. You're just a game. Besides, all of you humans look alike to me anyhow. Does being around animals bring you a sense of peace? Yes. Do you sometimes believe your loved ones are lying to you when they say that they care? No. No. Do you ever feel like you've pushed your loved ones away? Yes. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to stop you here. The truth that pours forth is incredibly clear. I hope that you're being honest for your own health. I am. You can try to lie, but you'll be cheating yourself. I'd like to move on to the next phase of the test. Okay. A series of pictures to give your brain a rest. You're going to tell me what emotional response they bring out, which will show me what your mind is pondering about. So feast your eyes upon the art and let me into that precious heart. Okay. For starters, what emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? I think chaos. When I see that, I think of chaos. That's the first thing that popped into my head when I looked at the answers. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Chaotic. What do you think this picture is called? Chaotic crystals. I don't think it seems like a portal or nothing like that. Very interesting. Moving on. What emotion do you feel is present in this picture? I think numbness, maybe? What word do you feel describes this picture best? Stuck, because it looks like a webbing, kind of. What do you think this picture is called? Corruption wave, maybe. No, that don't seem right. Destroyer of sense. I see. Next we have this one. Oh, wow. I think that one's joy. It feels joyful to me. What word do you feel describes this picture best? It's kind of mirrored, but I don't think it's mirrored. And I don't think it's twin. I'm gonna say glorious. What do you think this picture is called? Reflection of the universe. Noted. Take a look at this one. What emotion is most present? It kinda seems angry. It doesn't make me feel relaxed. Let's go with anger. It feels more like, even though it looks like it's kind of a stairs, it feels kind of like a gateway. What do you think this picture is called? The Dimension Door. That's peculiar. And how about this one? What emotion is most present? I think depression. Kind of like an abyss, yeah, because, yeah, I'm gonna go with abyss. The nest of darkness, that, I like that, that fits. I will make note of that. And this here. I don't know, the colors make me feel kind of relaxed. I don't know, I like bright colors, so. What word makes you, or what word feels, what word do you feel describes this picture best? Prismatic. What do you think this picture is called? The mind's eye. I see. Now this one. Ooh. I don't know, there is a lot going on here. I'm gonna say chaos. What word? Planetary. What do you think this picture is called? Forming Earth. How about this? Ooh, that's anger. Fury. Rage incarnate, yeah. That's interesting that you say that. How many are there? That feels numb, just like there's nothing. Cyborg, yeah. I feel like I'm being watched from that, so I'm gonna say watcher. I will make note of that. Now this one. What emotion? Wouldn't be really joyous. It almost feels kind of chaotic. I think it feels chaotic. Kind of like a womb, yeah. Going down. I'm a child. I'm a child. Birthplace of dreams. Take a look at this. Again, this one feels numb to me, like there's nothing. It feels like data. Deciphering. Huh. We're almost done. And see, this one feels very, kind of not joyous, but it feels relaxing. I don't really like arc, but none of these others really, I'm gonna say arc. Planet forming. Interesting choice. Let's see here. Kind of depression. Kind of like a laser. A solar blade. I like that. Just a few more. Oh my god. It kind of feels like a planet. Almost joy. Like, it doesn't make me feel depressed or angry or relaxed per se or numb. And it doesn't really feel chaotic, so I'm gonna say joy. Beauty. Planar core. Marble of time, spiral world. I like that. Because it kind of looks like a world. I don't know, I'm kind of hiding some of it, but that's surprising. Almost finished. This almost feels depressing. It's kind of chaotic. Soulless space. Very good. Last one. I see like a heart. And it's not, it's kind of relaxing, actually. Music, yeah, I could see that. The sound of silence, notes of harmony. I think that about wraps it up. Your answers have been documented well. Deep into your subconscious they dwell. But I'm not finished with you just yet. There are still some truths that have yet to be met. As a matter of fact, this is only the start. We will have a great deal of fun before we part. Oh boy. So let me challenge you on another level still. I will pick your brain until I get my fill. The next set of questions will test your conscience more. And again, your honesty I do implore. Let us begin. Oh my gosh. 1 year, you're running a little low on funds to purchase presents around the holidays. So you decide to spend $1 and get everyone in your family a lottery ticket. You give, I swear to God, you give each one of them their own lottery ticket and wish them the best of luck. The drawing is held and one of your family members hits the jackpot, but it's someone who you don't really get along with and just bought a present out of moral obligation. They plan to keep the money all for themselves as they feel like it was their ticket. How does that make you feel? Indifferent. That's the way life goes sometimes. Angry, they should share the prize. Jealous, I regret buying them a ticket. Happy, good for them, I'm glad they won. Indifferent. Very well. And what would you wish to do in this situation? Try to steal their ticket for myself, destroy their ticket so no one gets it, get them killed so I inherit their money, let them be happy with their winnings. If the roles were reversed and you were given a winning lottery ticket, would you share the money with your least favorite family member who bought you the ticket in the first place? Yes, I would. I see. Now, you're walking through a forest and you come across a black suitcase. Inside the case, there rests $1 million. Alongside the money, there lies a blood-stained note with only one word written on it. The note simply says, "Don't." How does this make you feel? Scared, there's blood in there. Anxious, what if somebody comes for the money? Excited, I'm about to be rich. Indifferent, none of my business. Anxious, what if someone comes for the money? But I'd also be kind of nervous that there's a bloodstained note that says, "Don't. Don't take it. Don't make my mistakes. Don't..." I don't know. I mean, I would want to say that I would be excited because there's this random case, but I would also probably, knowing me, try to figure out who the case belonged to give them back their money. But the first answer that popped into my head when I read through these was anxious, so. And what would you wish to do in this situation? Grab the suitcase and run back to my car. Take as much money as I could hold and leave the rest. Call the police and let them know about the suitcase. Leave the suitcase alone and move along. Honestly, I would probably call the police. Yeah. If the note wasn't covered in blood, would it change your decision at all? No, probably not. Interesting. The devil appears in your room at night while you're alone and just about to fall asleep, and tells you that he has a special one-time offer for you. In exchange for your soul and internal damnation, he will let you choose from one of the 3 glorious bargains. He has not told you what these bargains are yet. How does that make you feel? Scared, the devil's in my room. Suspicious, I don't think the devil truly exists. Intrigued, I wonder what he's willing to offer me. Angry, I want him out now. I wouldn't be scared. And I do believe in God and the devil, but not really as a physical manifestation for you know what, I don't know how to word it. I would be intrigued because now, why is the devil picking me for this, for one? But I wouldn't want to offer up my soul for anything he's willing to offer me. I would be kind of pissed that the devil thinks that he could do that to me and win me over. I'd probably be more scared because is it a person dressed up as the devil and trying to kill me? I'm going to say scared. The devil then goes on to assure you that whether or not you believe him to truly be the devil, he surely is. And to prove his point, he demonstrates a magnificent magical prowess and drags you to hell for a split second before transporting you back to your bedroom. Well, that doesn't make anything any better. In that second, you could feel a lifetime of pain and suffering in the most unimaginable ways possible. He then goes on to tell you of his offers in exchange for your soul to see if you can strike a bargain. Which of these would you choose in exchange for your soul, if any? All the wealth and power in the world. You'll never age, but can still die from physical injury. You can bring one person back from the dead. I wouldn't sell my soul to the devil. If the devil offered you a deal of some other kind, would you accept it in exchange for eternal damnation? No. I see. Civilization is about to come to an end and a plague sweeps the globe, turning everyone who perished into mindless zombies who hunger for living flesh. You watch as everyone you know becomes gravely ill and turns except for 5 of your closest friends and family. How does this make you feel? Excited! I've always fantasized about zombie apocalypse. Scared, I don't know if I could survive for long. Indifferent, this is life now. Incredibly sad, I don't want the world to end. I would almost be indifferent and be like, well, this is life now. I've got to survive it one way or the other. I would be sad that only 5 of my closest friends and family survived. But if this were to become like 7 days to die, I mean, I'm going to have to suck it up and deal with it. So I would be indifferent, I think, because I'm going to have to survive. If you knew that a zombie apocalypse was coming in 10 years from now and you could prevent it from happening, would you? Yes. Interesting. You've been working at a company for 10 years and you've been promised a very important and incredibly lucrative promotion. However, Someone hired only a number of weeks ago has just been promoted to the position you were promised. Your boss essentially tells you tough luck and that maybe one day you'll get the position and that he had to promote the other employee as a favor for a friend. How does that make you feel? Betrayed, because I was told I would get the job and he was doing it as a favor for a friend. So I would be betrayed. You've also learned a few secrets about the company that could be disastrous if they were to escape, such as the fact they haven't been properly reporting their income for the last decade. What would you wish to do in this situation? Threaten to report my boss for fraud, quit my job and look for new employment, sabotage a new employee to get them fired. Nothing, you win some, you lose some. I would quit and look for new employment. If the roles were reversed and you were hired and promoted as a favor over someone more deserving, would you accept the position? No. I see. Very interesting. You're home alone at night cooking food in your kitchen, and you turn around to realize that someone is watching you through your window in the darkness. They have their face and hands pressed up to the window, and they make direct eye contact with you before turning and running out of sight around the other side of the house. How does this make you feel? Scared, where did they go? Anxious, I don't know what's going to happen. Secure, I'm ready to handle whatever's coming. Protective, I need my family to be okay. Secure, I'm definitely secure, I think. And what do you think you would do in this situation? Lock the door and call the police, grab the nearest weapon in the house and prepare myself. Check see if everyone in the house is safe, run out of the house and go to the neighbors. Well, my doors are always locked, and I would call the police for sure, but then I would grab the nearest weapon. If the face you saw in the window was the face of a supernatural entity and not of a human being, would you change your answers at all? Yes, it would. Oh God, more. I'm going to present you with some more potential scenarios, but I'm going to ask you for more simplistic answers as a result. Here we go. You're not feeling all too well and you decide to go to the doctor. The doctor runs a series of tests and gets back to you shortly to announce some grave news. It turns out that you've contracted an incredibly rare illness that there is currently no cure for. The illness causes complete body paralysis within 6 months of contraction, meaning that in less than half a year from now, you'll be rendered unable to move, blink, talk, or any form of expression whatsoever. You'll be needed kept alive on a feeding tube and you'll never be able to communicate with anyone else ever again, just being kept alive on machines in a vegetative state. Would you want to be kept alive in that state, or would you rather have the plug pulled when that happens? Well, there's no cure for it now, but there could be a cure, but I don't want to live like that, so. How would you like to spend the last 6 months of your life while still mobile? Spending it with my friends and families, pursuing all the dreams I hadn't accomplished, making the burl. I swear, what is wrong with me? Oh my God. Making the world a better place while I can. I'd wallow in self-pity and probably want to die. It would be a combination of spending it with my friends and family and pursuing all the dreams I hadn't accomplished yet. Like the places I'd want to travel and stuff like that, so. But the first one would be that. There are diseases out there that can put you in that sort of unfortunate situation. Does knowing this motivate you to do things you've never done before and pursue more from your life? Or do you feel relatively unaffected by the knowledge that this could potentially happen to you at any point in time? I mean, I'm trying to strive for a better future for myself and my family, my mom. So I'm already doing this. Noted. You have a pet dog whom you've raised since its birth. 3 years has passed and it's the best dog you've ever had. You love it like it's your own child, and one day he runs away in the middle of the night, chasing after a wild animal in the darkness. You search everywhere for your dog, but no matter what you do, you can't seem to make any progress. About a month passes and you still haven't seen any trace of your four-legged friend until one morning, you awaken to the sound of a familiar barking. You rush outside to find that your elderly neighbor in his late 80s is out on his front lawn, joyously playing with your dog. He has named the beast Johnny, and him and your dog seem to be having the time of their lives. You rush over there and hug your dog excitedly, he excitedly licks your face. Your neighbor, oh my God, what English do you speak it, motherfucker? Johnny's a good boy, isn't he? I lost him when I was just a boy about your age, but he comes back. Johnny has come back and we're together again. Come to find out, your elderly neighbor is suffering from dementia, recently brought on by the stress of heartache of losing his wife just a couple months prior to finding your dog. The dementia has caused him to believe that your dog, Johnny, is his old dog from his childhood coming back into his life to make him happy and keep him company. The dog seems to be in great shape, very happy, and very well looked after. And you know that he telling the old man that it isn't really his dog and that it's your dog, it would break his heart and crush him. Would you break the news to him that it isn't his dog and take Johnny home with you, or would you let him keep the dog and choose to visit him daily and play and go for walks? Well, this is really hard for me because Mika and Luna, both my chihuahuas, and Xander for that matter, my miniature pinscher, I've raised since birth. I used to raise chihuahuas and breed chihuahuas. So Mika is like my best friend, and she's getting up in age, so I can't talk about it too much or I will cry, literally. So this would be very hard for me because I wouldn't want to break the old man's heart. And obviously my dog's taken care of. I don't know. I would probably, if it wasn't Mika, I mean, I can't do this. Okay, let's think. You know, I would probably let the old man keep my dog and go visit daily. I think I would. Does this story make you sad at all? Extremely. Can you imagine yourself in the old man's position, being so alone in life and finding one thing that makes you feel less alone and potentially having to face it being ripped away from you once again? I can't imagine. I mean, my grandmother had dementia, and I can't personally put myself, I mean, I could see what the game's meaning here, and I think it could potentially cause the old man to die from heartbreak again, especially with the dementia and stuff like that. It's an ugly disease, and that's one of the reasons why I would let them have my dog, so at least they have some kind of happiness and joy in their life. So but I can see, yes, actually. Next question. Thank you. Next. Really? Let's say that you were viciously murdered by a serial killer and you fell for one of their traps as they lured you in and made you their latest victim. Now, let's also say that you're given a unique opportunity in the afterlife as you return as a spirit to roam the earth. However, you're bound to two potential options and only two. You can either choose to hunt your assailant and make his life miserable, hopefully foiling his plans to kill in the future and potentially save lives in the process, or you can choose to spend your time as a spirit amongst your still living family, guiding them in positive ways to make their lives better. Well, if I can save lives, I'm going to save lives. You are bound to whichever option you choose until either your family and friends are no longer living or your killer is no longer living. You cannot choose both. Which would you do? I would haunt my killer because I would try to save lives. Do you think you have what it takes inside to drive your... Oh yeah, definitely. I could definitely do that. Do you believe that this scenario is possible? Not really. I mean, I believe in some weird paranormal stuff because I've seen some weird shit happen in my life, but I don't think that this would be possible. If this situation happened to a friend or family member and they were viciously killed, which situation would you rather them choose? I would rather them haunt the serial killer to try and save lives. Next question. One night you go to sleep and get a good rest that feels like the best sleep you've ever had. You wake up in the morning to an unfamiliar room in an unfamiliar bed. You look in the mirror and you hardly recognize yourself. You look as though you've aged 20 years. There's a sticky note on the television that says press play, so you oblige the note and hit the play button to reveal a message that has been left for you by all your friends and family that are still alive and well, though they seem to be 20 years older as well. They explain to you that every single day for the last 20 years you've repeated the same day over and over again. Due to a severe head injury, your memory doesn't last more than 24 hours. So each day when you sleep, all recollection of what took place 24 hours prior is wiped entirely. This is a movie with Adam Sandler. Your loved ones have made a video for you to let you have a say in your potential future. You have the option of either watching the video every single day so you know what's going on and continue your progress in life even though you won't have any recollection of it, or you can choose to continue living as you have been, repeating the same day over and over again, living in ignorant bliss. Which would you choose? I would rather live happily but unknowing, or I'd rather watch the video every day. I think I'd rather watch the video every day. Yeah. Would you be upset if your family kept the truth from you for 20 years, even though they felt like it was for your own good? Yeah, I kind of would. If your best friend was in this situation, would you make a video for them telling them the truth, or would you repeat every day exactly the same for them in order to keep them happy, never letting them know the truth? I would tell them the truth. I will take note of your answer. You've come to find through frantic digging in the attic and reading of old files and newspapers that your parents are famed psychologists. You've also come to find that they aren't really your parents. In fact, they're not even related to you at all. From what you can gather through your new discoveries, the story tells you of a young child who developed psychotic tendencies and went into a trance before murdering their parents in a tragically brutal way. However, that child suffered so much trauma from the event of loss of their parents. Once the trance had worn off, they repressed the memory of their parents' deaths, blocking it completely from their mind. 2 psychologists took the child into treatment and performed studies against the child's knowledge, raising that child to be a fully functional adult while playing the role of the child's real parents, to further gather data and potentially help that child avoid a terrible life in the process. You are that child. Would you resent your parents? No. Would you be grateful that they gave you a second chance at life? Yes. Would you feel betrayed by your parents? No. Would you confront your parents about the articles you found? Yes. If you were in your parents' position, would you do the same for a child in a similar situation? Yes. Interesting. I have one final scenario for you before we move on. The end of the world has come and gone, and all that is left is a post-apocalyptic soldiers roaming the lands, combing through towns and laying waste to any survivors in their paths, in hope of claiming their equipment for themselves in order to survive this harsh, barren wasteland known as planet Earth. You get in good with a large colony of soldiers and spend about 6 months with them before they decide that you're not pulling your weight, and in order to save the very few food rations they have left, they exile you from the compound and send you out to fend for yourself. You decide to venture into a neighboring town in hopes of finding food that was left behind by raiders, and it only takes you about a day and a half before you strike gold. A hidden underground bunker stockpiled to the brim with enough food to feed an entire colony for a year. Now you have a few choices to make. Would you go back to the colony and tell them about the bunker, or would you stay in the bunker all by yourself? Well, honestly, I want to say I would go back to the colony, but I'm afraid that they would take the food for themselves and leave me exiled. So I think I would keep the bunker and food for myself, and maybe if I had some friends, or I would like sneak stuff to the colony and leave it outside or something. That's probably what I would do. But I wouldn't tell them. I would like ration them food just so they had food. If you could choose to only tell some of the soldiers about the bunker and let them in so that you could lead a new colony, but exile the soldiers who's exiled you, would you do it? For a term, yes. If you were to lead a new colony, would you build it based on savagery and raiding, or would you build it based on sharing and compassion? Sharing and compassion. If you were the leader of the colony that exiled you, except it was you who exiled someone who wasn't pulling their weight, and that person just happened to find themselves in a similar situation where they found a jackpot worth of food in an underground bunker, but they refused to share with you and the colony, would you raid them and steal it for yourself, or would you let them keep what they found? They can keep what they found. Very interesting. Well, that wraps up this portion of the test. But I need more from you before I allow you to rest. A choice here, a choice there. Which would you rather? Moral dilemmas abound from what I can gather. And you will answer clearly, crisp, and concise. Will you be selfish, or is your conscience a vice? In just mere moments from now, we both shall see the difference between who you are and who you wish to be. Let us begin. Right, I need a drink. Would you rather abandon the person you love the most, or be abandoned by the person you love the most? Abandon the person I love the most. Would you rather have friends in high places who could get you anything you wanted but didn't necessarily care about you, or friends who couldn't give you anything but they fill a deep personal bond with you? Friends with stronger bond. Would you rather find 10,000 and keep it for yourself, or find 20,000 but have to split it 4 ways with your closest friends and family? Split the 20,000. Would you rather cheat on a partner but never get caught, or know that your partner cheated on you but had no way of proving it? Well, I always find out. I get my gut feelings. Like I've learned to trust my gut feelings over my years of being alive. Would I rather cheat on my partner but never get caught, or know that your partner cheated on you but have no way of proving it? Well, I'm not a cheater. I would rather get cheated on, and I would just break up with them. Would you rather get rich through illegal means or be poor but live an honest life? Poor but honestly and sincerely. Would you rather press a button that would kill your favorite pet or press a button that would kill your favorite family member? Oh, oh no. This is horrible, developer. This is horrible question. Well, kill my favorite pet, I guess. Would you rather get fired from a high-paying job or have to fire your friends from a high-paying job? Well, if I'm firing my friends, they should understand why I'm firing them. I obviously have a reason to fire them, so yeah, I would do what I had to do. Would you rather sleep with your step-sibling or sleep with your best friend's partner? These questions. Why, game? Why do these, what do these have to do with anything? It'd be too weird to sleep with a step-sibling, and it would, I guess, sleep with my best friend's partner. Would you rather save your best friend from certain death and let 1,000 strangers die, or save 1,000 strangers and let your best friend die? I would save the greater good. The greater good. Sorry, friend, but 1,000 lives to one, I would have to save 1,000 lives. Would you rather get free food for the rest of your life or rescue a starving child from a third world country? If I could rescue a starving child, I would do that. Would you rather be rich but without family or poor with family? Poor with family. Would you rather have to steal food for the rest of your life in order to eat, or steal enormous amounts of money from the wealthy but have to destroy the money immediately after? Well, I wouldn't want to steal money. I mean, why? I wouldn't want to have to steal food either, but I'd rather steal food than money. Would you rather serve 4 years in the military during wartime or move to a third world country and never be allowed to return home? I guess I would serve the 4 years in military. Would you rather always be traveling 10 miles above the speed limit or 10 miles an hour below the speed limit? Above. Would you rather never have sex for the remainder of your life or have to have sex every day in order to stay alive? Would you rather be addicted to hardcore drugs for 10 years but make a full recovery, or addicted to alcohol for the rest of your life? Well, I don't want hardcore drugs, because you might make a full recovery from that, but the damage that it's doing to other things could be things, but so can alcohol. I think I'd be an alcoholic. Would you rather live to be 200 years old in a perfectly preserved youthful body and have to watch your friends and family die around you, or live to be 70 but die before your friends and family? Well, I've got a lot I want to do in life. Would you rather sacrifice all your friends in order to survive, or sacrifice both of your parents? The moral dilemmas here are intense. Okay. Would you rather get acknowledged for the work that you didn't do? Wait. Would you rather get acknowledged for work that you didn't do, or work hard for the rest of your life but not receive any praise for it? I would rather work hard. I don't want to get... I just seen this question. I would rather... I can't even think now after I read this question. Would you rather punch a nun or get punched by a nun? Well, I'm not going to go around punching nuns, so I guess I'd rather get punched by a nun. Would you rather lose all the money you've earned this year or lose all the memories you've gained this year? Lose all the memories I've gained. No. Well, if we're only talking 2022, it's been a horrible start to the year. I mean, horrible. Like with my mom and stuff, so... But there's also some good memories in there. I guess... I'd rather almost have my memories. Yeah. Would you rather flip a coin for a chance to win $20 or immediately win $10? Guaranteed 10. It's safe. Would you rather know how to die, or would you rather know how you die or know when you'll die? Between the two, I'd rather know when I'll die. Because who knows, maybe I can avoid it. Would you rather be blind but able to see crystal clear underwater, or be deaf always? See, the situation in my head is that I could wear goggles that's got water in them. Or it's not real clear. I think be permanently deaf because I'd rather see the beauties of what the world has to offer, so. Would you rather give up all internet and social media but be able to travel the world for free, or have the best internet in the world but never leave your house? Travel the world for free and give up the internet. Would you rather walk barefoot across a bed of hot coals, or walk barefoot through a pitch black snake infested corridor? Well, you're saying walk, so I can't run. It doesn't specify what kind of snakes there are. I think... Yeah. Snakes. Would you rather be the judge who sentences people to death, or the executioner in charge of killing them? Well, it's not really my place to do either, so... And I don't want to judge people, and I don't want to kill people. But in this situation, I think I'd rather be the judge. Would you rather have a witch cast a nasty hex on you so you always have bad luck? Well, I already have bad luck, so fuck you. Or be haunted by a demon intent on possessing you? I think I'd rather have the bad luck hex. I've already got bad luck. But you could potentially stop the demon from possessing you. Yeah. Would you rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive, or be married to someone who you're not even remotely attracted to, but they find you incredibly attractive? I guess I'd rather be married to someone I'm not attracted to, because if I married someone who's not attracted to me, they would want to cheat all the time. Right? But if I'm married to someone that I'm not attracted to, wouldn't that make me want to cheat? Even though I'm not a cheater, so I wouldn't do it. But I would have the affection. Yeah. I guess this. Yeah. Would you rather work a high-paying job that you despise or a low-paying job that you love doing? Low-paying job that I love doing. Would you rather walk 1 mile home wearing nothing but a pair of socks or be fully clothed but have to walk 100 miles to get home? I'm gonna go for 1 mile home naked, Alex, for 1,000. Would you rather find $5 in your pocket or have to grab 100 out of a public toilet? I think I'd take the 100 out of the public toilet. Would you rather have 100 of your favorite books but never watch a movie again, or have 100 of your favorite movies and never read a book again? Well, I don't really watch that much TV because I'm usually doing other stuff. I mean, I do watch TV, I watch YouTube, but I don't really watch too many movies. And I like to read, so... Would you rather always be 20 minutes late to everything or 2 hours early to everything? 20 minutes late. Would you rather find a dead body or be a witness to a deadly assault? I'd rather find the body. Would you rather be able to change your past or see what your future holds? Change my past. Would you rather have 1 really great friend or 100 mediocre friends? Really 1 great friend. Would you rather lose all your teeth or lose 1 day off your life every time you kiss someone? I'd rather lose all my teeth. Would you rather win the lottery and lose the ticket before you can collect the money, or see your worst enemy win the lottery? That's kind of selfish. Because the money would roll over. But, I'd do that. Why be selfish? Would you rather find true love or have your dream job? That's really hard. Because I want both. But I have to choose here. Yeah. Would you rather have a pause button for life or a rewind button? Rewind. Would you rather drown to death in gasoline or be boiled to death in water? Well, that would be horrible. This, you'd probably go quick. You'd be asphyxiated from the fumes faster than anything, I think. So I'm going to say that. Would you rather make a new friend every day or get $100 a day for doing nothing but never have friends again? Make a new friend. Would you rather die to save your family or sacrifice your family to save yourself? I would save my family. Would you rather always be hated by those closest to you for something you didn't do, or have hurt everyone you care about but they'll never find out it was you? I'd rather hurt everyone I love without being blamed. I'd rather be hated for something I didn't do. Yeah. Would you rather sleep with your worst enemy or sleep with someone who you know has many incurable STDs? Well, this is kind of an offensive question, really, but because the STD person might be, I don't know. I think this question's kind of offensive, honestly, because some people can't help that they've had this happen to them in their life. But I don't know. I don't like this question, and I don't know how to answer it because it's just offensive, honestly. Would you rather sleep with your worst enemy or sleep with someone who you know has many incurable STDs? Because you could use protection, and at least they were honest about it. And I'm trying to think, I don't really have a worst enemy per se. I think, sure. Because if I've got somebody that's my worst enemy, protection can be used. That's what I would do. I don't really like that question. Would you rather only eat food you don't like or give up all liquids except for water? Well, I think I'd rather give up all liquids except for water. Would you rather always listen to music at max volume or always listen to music just above the lowest volume? Max volume, baby. Would you rather meet your hero and find out that they don't like you or never meet your hero at all? I'd rather never meet my hero. Would you rather never have a pet for the rest of your life or never have friends for the rest of your life? Well, again, I just automatically think of Mika, and Mika is my best friend. I love her to pieces. She's been there for me more than most humans have been, so I'd rather never have friends. And no, I don't think I could ever have another pet that could replace Mika. Mika is a very special little chihuahua. But I think I would rather have human friendship if I had to make a choice here. Would you rather live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life or live pain-free, but everyone you know and love will live in excruciating pain for the rest of their lives? I would rather take the pain. Thank you for answering my questions, but we are not yet done. Jeez. We have made it through many categories except for one. These final questions will form a deep within. I want to see your soul. Oh, I'm sorry. These final questions will be from deep within. I want to see your soul. I want to see your heartbeat quicken. I want to learn all that you know. I want to see what makes you think. I want to know what makes you tick. I want to know your darkest truths. I want to know what makes you sick. I want to expel the truth from yourself. I want to feed on your precious fate. I want to learn of all your love and bathe in all your hate. Wow. So one last time we sit together as we await the final revelation. These are the last questions I have, the last examination. Take your time, do think hard, savor every moment dearly. For when I'm finally finished with you, you will see it all ever so clearly. And here we go. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Kind of unclean after all those questions. Not destructive, not morbid, not volatile, not impetulant. Unclean. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you in this very moment. Intrigued. Do you ever lie to those who are closest to you? No. Have you ever hurt someone whom you know didn't deserve it? Unintentionally, maybe. I'm gonna say yes. Have you ever lost your temper when you know you shouldn't have? Yes. Have you ever intentionally hurt an animal? No. Have you ever blamed someone for something that you know they didn't do? No. Have you ever abandoned a pet? No. Have you ever abandoned a loved one in their time of need? No. Have you ever stolen something from someone that you cared about? Well, I've stole lighters from my family before. So, like, just unintentionally. So I'm gonna say yes. Have you ever broken something to spite someone that you cared about? No, I don't think so. Have you ever played the victim in a situation even though you hadn't been wronged? No. Have you ever had romantic feelings for someone who wasn't your partner while you were in a relationship? Yes. Have you ever wished for death of someone who had wronged you? No. Have you ever wished for the death of a loved one? No. If you knew that writing someone's name on a piece of paper could instantly cause their death, would you write down anyone's name? What is this, Death Note? Is Ryuk in here? Are you Ryuk? I almost feel like I want to answer this like Light. Like, do it for the better good. Like, but not as crazy as Light. You know what I mean? I don't think I'd want that kind of power. Do you feel like you could spend more time with your loved ones than you currently do? Yes. Have you ever owed someone an apology but refused to apologize to them? I think I've always apologized if I knew I was in the wrong and or I made a mistake. So I'm gonna say no. Do you ever regret worrying too much about things you can't control? Yes. Do you ever feel like your negativity brings other people down? Yeah, probably. Do you ever regret not standing up for yourself when you feel you've been wronged? Yes. Do you ever feel like you let others influence your decision making too much? No. Do you ever wish that you lived a more honest life? No. Has your dishonesty ever caused someone else to suffer? Well, I'm not dishonest, so... Have you ever had someone leave your life before you had the chance to tell them something important? Yes. Do you ever feel like you prioritize people in your life that are unworthy of your time? Not truly unworthy of my time, but I do sometimes feel like I prioritize people that I shouldn't. Like, people that I feel, I don't know how to word it exactly, but do you ever feel like you prioritize people in your life that are unworthy of your time? I'm gonna say yes. Do you ever feel like you prioritize your own wants before those who need you most? No. Do you ever feel like you spend too much time working towards something that you're not truly passionate about? Kind of, yes, but not regarding YouTube and stuff. And doing this. Do you feel like you're living up to your full potential? No. Do you ever let your fears stop you from pursuing things that you truly want? Yes. Have you ever refused to try something because you're afraid that you would fail? Yes. Have you ever been attracted to someone but refused to let them know because you were afraid of being rejected? Yes. Do you ever feel as though you're chasing the wrong things in life? No. Maybe. I'm trying to generate the scenarios in my mind that, like, the game has directed us to before. I want to say no. Excuse me. Do you ever feel like you spend so much time planning for the future that you ignore the present? No. Do you feel like your friends and family like you more than you like them? No. Have you ever loved a pet more than your family? I mean, my pet is my family. Mika and Luna, they're my family too. So I'm gonna say no because I consider them my family. Do you ever make up excuses to get out of going to an event instead of just telling the person who invited you that you just don't want to go? No, I usually just say no, I don't want to go. Do you ever feel like you spend more time with technology than you do building stronger bonds with your friends and family? Yes. Have you ever defended someone that you shouldn't have? Yes. Do you sometimes have a hard time admitting when you're wrong? No. Do you ever place the blame for your personal failures on someone or something else? No. Have you ever accused someone of something with no real evidence to back it up? No, usually I won't accuse somebody unless I have evidence to back it up. Have you ever had sex with someone whom you knew or know you shouldn't have? Kind of. And it wasn't like a cheating thing or nothing like that, but it was more like a drunken night, one of those nights where one thing led to another and it happened. But we were both single and yeah, so, and we were really close friends at the time, so yes. Have you ever had any kind of relationship with someone who you knew you shouldn't have? No. Have you ever let a relationship degrade because you were afraid of being the one to break up with someone? No, because I usually fought in the relationship, like fought to make it work and fought for it to work. But I'm an idiot and I make bad choices sometimes with this in relationship choices, so but I didn't let it degrade. I fought to try and make it better. Do you ever feel like you could take better care? Oh yeah. Have you ever let someone else take the blame for something that you did? No. Have you ever acquired something that you didn't really want just because someone else wanted it? No. Do you ever feel like you're not living up to others' expectations? Yes. Have you ever walked out of someone's life without any explanation? Yes. Do you ever feel like you focus more on the negative aspects of your life and what you don't have rather than being grateful for what you do have? I focus on a lot of negative aspects of my life, but I'm grateful for what I have. the way this question's worded, I'm going to say no. Have you ever witnessed someone being wronged but didn't have the courage to stand up for them? No. And finally, do you feel like you're a good person? I think so, yes. Very interesting. That concludes the ending to your examination. In your mind, I have dug myself a hole. I will analyze your questions very carefully, and now it's time for me to gaze into your soul. Oh boy. This is preposterous. This simply cannot be. Oh God, what? I'm scared to click. I have expected every potential outcome, but yours seems to have evaded even me. I was prepared to tell you of your fate, to play upon your fear, to break the worst of news to you, to plant seeds of doubt within your ear. But as I've asked you to be honest with me, I must in turn be just as honest with you. For as much as I wish to lie, I am forever shackled to the truth. From what I can deduct from deep within, from everything you've shared with me, in return, I shall share this with you. This is what I see. Let's dive right in here, shall we? Point blank, I'm going to give it to you straight, blunt, and honest. You're insecure. Yep. Even when you're filled with confidence, bordering on arrogance, it's not entirely real, and it never lasts long. Yes. You're flooded with deeply ingrained insecurities. Yes. However, the good news is that they're all complete and utter bullshit. You don't need to be insecure because the truth is you're absolutely amazing. Your biggest issue is that you spend so much time thinking about your faults or covering up your deep insecurities by putting on a persona that you don't spend enough time just letting yourself feel free. Wow. Oh. Jeez, game. Do you know how amazing it is to open yourself up to someone, have them look at you and see just how incredibly beautiful you are inside and out? The only way you're ever going to experience this, or experience more of this, is to actually take the chance that some people aren't going to like you for you, but those people don't matter because it's their loss if they don't. You need to spend more of your time focusing on all the incredible things that you can do that others can't, and realize that there's a place in this world for you that others would kill to be able to experience. If you can master that ability to see your true self enough to allow others to see it too, then you'll be in an incredibly path to self-discovery and make the world an overall happier place. I think you'll be very surprised just how much of a positive impact this can have on your life going forward. I hope this information helps you achieve your goals. Your secret word is discovery. 3. Test 3. Wow. Again, the chills. If you've received an ending that you've already received before from previous examinations, remember, we did not ask your secret words prior to taking this test, so that should be very telling. It means something very special. If your result was the same as something you got previously, we would like you to add the phrase twin words next to your secret word in the comments. If you've received an entirely new outcome, or that just means that you got multiple layers of things to work on your journey, or you just may have an extra layer of depth to your personality. But only you will know the answer to that. You've answered hundreds of questions. You've found deeper meanings. You've been enlightened, and you've helped others find enlightenment. Many people have wondered just what the test series is truly about. But it is simple. The answers are always so much more simple than we believe them to be. The test is about you. The reflection in your darkened screen, the one who seeks the answers. The person who seeks the answers. More than being about the answers, the test is more so about the questions. It's about making you think. It's about encouraging you to open up and admit that you're human. Just as human as everyone else. The test is about unity. The test is about compassion. The test is about bringing people together and showing the world that we're not so different after all. Look at all of your secret words that have been left in the comments. Or look at all of the secret words that have been left in the comments. Look at all the thousands of people who are just like you. We all feel so lonely sometimes. We all feel flawed. We all feel pain. But that's because every single one of us is human. The world judges one another based on so many variables, but they're the most hypocritical set of variables imaginable. We judge each other and judge ourselves by our peers who do the same exact shit that they judge us for in the end. And that we judge them for too. You feel flawed because you are flawed. You feel afraid because you have the right to be. You feel overwhelmed because the world is overwhelming. Depression is overwhelming. Anxiety is overwhelming. Our problems are overwhelming. Suicide is an epidemic. We are losing loved ones before their time. And any one of us can fall on the hardest times in our lives at any given moment. We can lose everything we know and love instantly and unexpectedly. But one thing that we are not is alone. You are never alone. We're all flawed because we're all human. We're all scared because we're all human. We all fight these battles every single day because we're all human. But you never have to feel alone in your fight. Look at all the secret words that have been gathered that match yours. Look at all the words that don't match yours. Perhaps those people are going through struggles that you have yet to experience or know nothing about. And perhaps some others know not of yours either. But don't judge those who are struggling. Exactly. Help them, just as you'd wish to be helped in your time of need. Don't be afraid to ask for help and reach out to those who are. Everyone is suffering. Some of us just suffer quieter than others. It's true. We are all in this together. The test series has helped bring so many people together and make so many people feel less alone. We've read your comments, and others are free to do so as well. We've read about how these games have helped you. We've read about how much positivity they've spread. We've read how many people say that their lives are forever changed. And I'll tell you one thing. If even one life was saved in the process of this social experiment, then it was worth conducting. Every single one of you that left a comment is a hero. By leaving comments, you helped spread the message out to others. You helped spread a positive light in a very dark time for so many people, and those people have you to thank for it. There are so many people in this world who do nothing for others, and they'll continue to do nothing for others. They won't lift a finger to help others around them because they don't understand that someone is suffering just as much as they are. They're just too afraid to open up about it. But not us. We've all opened up quite a lot, haven't we? Yeah. We were brave enough to answer these questions that so many people fear admitting to. We were brave enough to take a chance and leave a secret word as a symbol of our participation. And for that, Random Studios would like to thank you by not only placing your name in the credits at the end of this game, so the world knows of your good deeds and spreading the word in participating, but we've got another surprise for you. Everyone that has left a comment on our titles and continues to do so on future titles will be put into the credits of our new massive project that we're working on, but that's not the good part. We will also be going through and selecting names from those who leave comments on all of our titles, putting their names right into the actual game and storyline, whether it's be a special item, a piece of lore, or a character named after them, and much more. You've contributed your time and energy and helped those others in need. We want to make sure that you're commemorated for all your efforts and get the admiration you deserve. Now, as far as your secret words go, your secret words will play a pivotal role in our new project. You will plug your secret words into different parts of your journey when they are requested of you, and they will alter the game in a way uniquely set for your specific words. This is an RPG where every choice matters, where every decision you make changes something about your session. This is an RPG that focuses on every human emotion and the decisions we make and how those decisions make us feel. Keep an eye out in the future for our main project called Chasing Demons, where every NPC from all of our titles will be represented within a storyline, and the world will get to see how they all tie in together. You helped shape it, you helped make it what it is, and we will be sure to continue to add more players into the lore and gameplay as we read more and more of the comments left on our titles all the way up until its official release. And again, to commemorate those who participated across all of our titles, we will be periodically selecting names from all of our titles. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us and everything you continue to do for the world. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support. We read every single review and every comment left for us. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything you do, thank you for playing, and thank you for contributing your secret words to our projects. Wow. Oh my God. A word from the developers. If any of these games even save one life, it was all worth it, and that means that you're part of that. You're part of saving someone's life. Most people will live their entire life never having done something special like that. Even if you didn't particularly find anything useful yourself from the test series, just by you spreading the word, you've helped others who do find something beneficial from this series, who could really use the help in a time of need, as shown in the plethora of positive and special comments left on the series as helping as a whole. So thank you for spreading the word. Some will go their entire lives living selfishly, never lifting a finger to help someone unless it personally benefits themselves. And I'm sure you've met some people like that in your lifetime, and that's okay. There's a place for all types of people in the world. We need people like that to create balance. We need the selfish with the selfless. We need the good with the bad. We need the happiness with the sadness. We need it all in order to protect or appreciate what we have and what we don't have. But these games have helped people, and that means you have helped people if you've left a comment. You were a part of this. If you continue to leave comments, you continue to be a part of this. If you've shared, you've helped someone. If you don't believe me, take a look, read some of the words people have left, and read for the rest of the world to see. Look at the joy and positivity that's helped spread throughout the world, where people are sick and dying. People are separated of both difference and indifference. The one thing we're all is in common is we're all human inside. It doesn't matter where we came from, how we grew up. I can't keep up with it. We all have the same thoughts, the same feelings and emotions, and each day, or each and every person living amongst us has their own lives. Each person is the center of their own universe, individually as family, their own friends, their own circle. They mean something in the world. They mean something to someone. Even when they don't feel like it, they do. Trust me, you do. Thank you for being part of this. Thank you for encouraging other people to be a part of this. Thank you for spreading something so uniting in a divisive world. Thank you for opening up your heart and mind in order to create acceptance, not only for yourself or others. Let's make it happy stay for everyone. Sorry I couldn't keep reading up all that, but oh, that's nice. Markiplier is where I seen this, so can't believe I made me cry. Very good game, developers. I like what you're doing here. Very good job. Very good job. I highly encourage you guys to play this game and do what the developer says. As a side note, anyone who has taken the time to be here, we also have developed a game called The Testing Chamber, which can be considered connected to the Test trilogy in a very special way. So feel free to check that out, as we think it's quite a unique experience. Well, I'll write that down. And the other game is called Chasing Demons. The Testing Chamber. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this journey. It's very deep and emotional. Like, all three games have... The first two about made me cry because they're like right on the nose, and then this one did make me cry, obviously, but it's something. It's very good. This is just them talking about their other games. Just kind of skipping through this guy, just see if there's anything else in here that we want to read. Thank you for listening to us pour our hearts out about our passion projects. We put a lot of time and effort into what we build, and we just want the same thing that everyone else wants in life, a chance. With that being said, keep a hold of your secret words. You're going to need them for when you're chasing demons. I will peel the truth from your flesh like petals from a blackened rose. She loves me. Don't do this. She loves me not. She loves me. Please, I beg of you. She loves me not. Ah! She loves me. She loves me not. She will never love a monster like you. She let her choice take its toll, and in her cell, may she rot. That's just talking about Markiplier again. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching the entire video. Hopefully you watched the entire video. This game is more than just a game. It truly does help people, and it's very inspiring and very, I don't know how to, moving, I guess is a word I could say. I really enjoyed this game. I hope you guys enjoyed the past, or the journey of the games with me. You guys play it for yourself. That's all I can say. But for now, thank you so much to the YouTube members, Twitch subscribers, and Patreon members. I appreciate you guys very much. Be nice to one another, fight zombies and not each other, and we'll meet in the next video. See you guys.